What's up, y'all? Today we're talking about shallow friendships. So we're talking about today why shallow friendships are dangerous. Danger! What is a shallow friendship? A shallow friendship is a friendship that has no depth. It's safe. A shallow friendship equals shallow conversations. So my wife just celebrated 30 years old. Happy birthday. You got to put an F in it. Birthday. And we just had a real conversation one day, and we got deep, and we was talking about how significant the number 30 is to God as you look throughout the Bible. The number 30, it pertains to responsibility. It's a dedication towards a calling. Jesus' ministry began at 30. John the Baptist's ministry began at 30. Joseph was put in charge of the palace at age 30. Priests were ordained at 30. So me and my wife was just thinking about our future and what we wanted. And we was like, we don't want shallow friendships. When you turn 30, it's like you don't have time for games. So I was listening to a podcast, and the guy was talking about this men's retreat that he went on. And he said that when he left, he was like, that was the biggest waste of time of my life. Nobody opened up. Everybody was just keeping it safe, wasn't really opening up and being real. Nobody got vulnerable. There's a quote that says, be real and be loved, or be fake and be admired. We live in a time where we want to be admired. We live in that social media epidemic now, and we can fake a life that we want people to see. So let's get into why shallow friendships are dangerous. Danger! Number one, lack of vulnerability. The reason why we're not vulnerable is because maybe we wasn't taught to be vulnerable. Maybe in our childhood we was taught to suppress our emotions, or we don't talk about hard things. And that plays a factor in our adulthood where we don't know how to express ourselves and say how we really feel. Number two, no trust. When you have no trust, then there's no room for vulnerability. We can want to protect our reputations and our egos, and we do that by not admitting the truth about our feelings, because we think that if we open up, then people will see us differently and our reputations will be at a threat because we want to be looked at a certain way. So vulnerability is important because Jesus was vulnerable. In his humanity, he was vulnerable and he was perfect. We ain't perfect, and we try to act like we have it all together. Danger! Now, we will not go through hard times all the time, but Jesus said that trials will come. And because trials come, then that means that changes come, and we feel things. We go through different emotions. Like we battle with thoughts and we battle with faith. And this is why vulnerability is important. In Matthew 26:38, he told them, my soul is crushed with grief to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me. This is God in the flesh being vulnerable. And this should speak to us. He expressed how he really felt. Number two, no accountability. This is the season for you to have some Nathans in your life. People who don't care about your ego, your title. Nathan confronted David about sleeping with Bathsheba. You need people to tell you what you need to hear. David was a king, a warrior, psalmist. Nathan didn't care. He cared about his soul more than his ego and his reputation. Nathan was like, David, you tripping. You need to repent. So let's not try to be put on a pedestal, because who's gonna catch us if we fall? There's many people who want to be put on a pedestal and have a reputation, but nobody can catch them if they fall. And so I was like, I don't want my spouse to be the only one that's holding me accountable, because my spouse isn't a man. She doesn't know what it feels like to be a man. So she needs women friends. She needs authentic women friendships. I need authentic men friendships. So pray for people that you can be vulnerable with. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time.